Dodo, and I had the occasion to ask him about drugs, and he said, it's still a problem for him. And I said, ilan, how many of your countrymen are contaminated? He gave me 4 million. Na yung binigay na figure ni Santiago na 3 million, hindi kasali yung akin. Those who were discovered, arrested, killed during my time. Na yung nag-surrender, they have stretched from a number now, and they're still coming in droves. So by the end of the year, it would be reasonable to expect that I'd breach the 4 million mark also. Now, comparing Indonesia with the Philippines, with Indonesia having about 240 million inhabitants, and it's a big republic, 2-3 major islands there na malalaki, that compromises the Republic of Indonesia. Sa karami niya, 4 million siya. Ako, ang liit-liit ko, I only have about 1.4 billion Filipinos. May tama ako na 4 million. Saan ko ito? How do I? Noong sa Davao ako, and I'd be honest with you, I was really a hardliner. May mga pangyayari na hindi ninyo nagustuhan, maybe extrajudicial killing. There were. But that was not really my order. Ang sa Davao lang kasi, when I became mayor, I fully supported the police. Walang takot ang police. Ang police kasi hindi niya malaman pag nademanda siya. He can be held before the ombudsman, he can be held before the IAS, tapos andyan pa yung human rights. Ang police kasi noon pag nademanda, hindi niya malaman kung saan siya papunta. With so many, mandyan pa yung Polcom, he would go crazy. But sa Davao kasi doon na mayor ko, having been a politician and a prosecutor, sabi ko sa kanila, just do your duty, do it right. Because when nung 1970, pag pumasa ako sa bar, 73 lumabas yung amin. Class 72, bar 72 ako. Nung lumabas kasi yan, nag-asawa ako, kulang ang pera ko. So nagturo ako sa Police Academy sa Southern Philippines. So estudyante nila ko. All those years, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin ano. Sinabi ko lang, go out, arrest them. We are, minsan yung, yung by bust operation karamihan dyan, place them under arrest and the custody of the law, announce your authority, and if they do not surrender, then you have to take him by force. But if he presents a violent resistance, and if you think that your life is in danger, patayin mo. And that has been my order ever since. And to me, I think there's nothing wrong with that. And when I was a mayor, ganito ang estilo ko. Lumabas kayo ng Davao, kayong mga drogista, lumabas kayo yung naglalaro ng droga, gun for hire, soldiers and everything, policemen, go out. Police ka, pagka nandiyan ka, alam mo na, sabi ko. And all of these guys, inside government or outside of government, maraming namatay noon because I was really very strict. So, and I would say, just like what I have been saying in public, do not destroy my country because I will kill you. And do not destroy the youth of the land because I will kill you. And I've been doing it for several years. As a matter of fact, for 23 years, for the time that I was mayor, I used to put that kind of sentence, that statement. That I could hardly find a law, yung sinasigaw ng mga iyo, na I threaten people with, because you cut corners in my statement. I said those who would want to destroy my country. That's I I think it's a very correct statement. I I cannot see anything wrong there when you threaten criminals because you do not want your country destroyed by drugs. Nahanap nga akong mali. But you know, itong EU and itong human rights, alam nila yung statement na yan. You know, if it is not a crime in my country, how can you prosecute me before any other body? It has to start with the criminal laws of the land of which I am amenable, because I am a Filipino citizen. But unfortunately for them, wala. And they reprimand me and chastise me, including the Secretary of State, yung babae doon, pati Obama. And you know, before you must do some digging. Before I left for Laos, I said, wag ninyong akong hiyain doon. Wag ninyo. And I was referring to the press and everybody who would ask me publicly. So wag ninyong bastusin doon because this is a gathering of, you know, when I was vice mayor, it was all right for you to parang sidekick. Those are side issues of governance. But when I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines, little as I am, kung wala silang respeto sa akin, they must remember that I carry the identity of a sovereign country. You do not have any right to chastise me publicly. There is the United Nations, and if you see something wrong in our sovereign exercise of our authority, you go there and make your statement and ask for a motion that it be referred to the Human Rights Commission. But do not just stand there like Obama and the rest. And parang sabihin, oh, wag kang mag-ano dyan ng human rights. And to threaten, ang nagalit ako doon sa statement ng isang, I know mas that, gusto ko magmura. Sabi niya, you know, Mr. Duterte, you better watch out your mouth. You might stand to lose the AIDS that you are. Kung ganun lang naman, takutin ka na parang kunin yung pagkain sa harap mo. Kaya ako nagalit. I do not demand respect, but I just want them to do which is correct, the proper decorum of the sovereign. Nakalimutan nila yan. Kaya kasi ang pagtingin kasi ng Amerika and the others, maliit lang kasi tayo. Historically, they never, lalo na yung, it's not actually the fault of the presidency, yung State Department na yan. Ano talaga? They are there to stay and they do what they want because they think they're the most powerful nation on earth. If you feed lang nila yan sa president, the presidente naman, sabi ko kay Obama, I never made those statement. Yung mga hurtful words. Now, itong si Goldberg. Well, for the second time, totoo eh. What's wrong with you're gay? Totoo man sinabi ko. Anong started the Rocos? Siya, because he wrote onto a statement of mine that was a narration of a true event. Now, somebody from the other side during the campaign was looking for the tape sa RPN because he was the cameraman riding piggyback on sa akin. He was all around sa likod ko. Totoo yung sinabi ko. Itong mga to, nakaswerte ito. Naunahan pa. Tama yun. Sinabi ko sa galit ko. It was not intended to be a religious. It was intended to derogate sa manhood noong nag-rape. Pa-insulto ba? Philippine culture. Mabuti pa itong gagawin to, kapangit-pangit, yun ang sinagot. Parang ganun. Hindi man nila maano yan. So, sinabi lang, and you know, dito sa atin, when they judge, when you judge best when you condemn. Ang alam mo dito sa atin, for those who cannot really pronounce it, salamagan. Ang iba naman, son of a bitch. That isn't putang ina. But they chose the phrase, son of a whore, to make it terrible to the ear. Yan ang ano. So, itong Amerika, may nagalit isang artista sa akin na ano daw ako, psychopath. Well, I live here to her constitutional right to free expression. She should enjoy that. Pero ako itong Amerika, I'm serving notice now sa inyo na hindi ko kaya yung style nila. Na basta na lang utos-utos sila na they want to blow something before the public. Tayo hindi tayo pwedeng I mean, I cannot question the killings of the black people in America. I cannot question Obama before explain to us why are you shooting black people already on the ground in the act of surrender. Tell us why is there now a great divide between the black and the Inyo yan eh. But nobody can question that. Nobody has ever heard demanding the investigation by the human rights of the United Nations of America. Kaya itong isang EU, they had the goal to, and they said they were lawyers. No, they should have investigated that. Is it a crime to say, Greek criminals, go out of my country, I'll kill you? That is right to preserve your... Alam mo bakit? Give me about 3 minutes. Ang droga umabot na ng 4 million. Alam ninyo na dumating ako dito sa presidency midterm. When the budget, on a budget prepared by Aquino, President, who prepared it the previous year. So itong budget ko does not contain any eventuality or expectation of millions of people needing treatment or rehabilitation because it was not until after I became president na lumabas ang totoo. When I was mayor, I knew that it was serious. Sabi mo na may nangamatay, meron. Tama yan. Pero alam mo, hindi ko talaga alam na ganun pala kalawak ang tama ng ating bayan. So wala akong rehab. Kung rin ko yung sa Defense Department o ito kay Secretary Obial, ibigay ko doon sa Defense because I ordered the military to open up their camps to accommodate rehab houses. Hindi mo natin alam yan. So wala akong budget na 5 centimos for that. Because everything is programmed to be spent the way it should be there. Tapos sabihin, hindi niya patayin. Bakit niya patayin? I-rehab niya. Ipuno na nga eh. At saka hindi, because until they are contained in a structure which is really secured. Now, let me just hurry up my talk with you. China offered to help. Matapos na, walang nihinuhay. It's in Fort Magsaysay, in nandoon sa loob. It's good